Shopping for an electric guitar is one of those decisions where photos and specs can feel oddly unhelpful. Two guitars can look nearly identical online, then one feels effortless while the other makes every chord feel like work. The frustrating part is that the things that matter most, comfort, tuning stability, and usable tone, don't always show up clearly on a product page. In this video, we'll cover what actually matters before you buy, then finish with 3 picks. A budget option, the best overall value, and a premium upgrade. We've included updated links with the best pricing in the description below. When it comes to electric guitars, 3 factors usually decide whether you keep reaching for the instrument or quietly stop playing it. First is feel and ergonomics. This tends to matter more than most buyers expect. Neck shape, body comfort, and overall weight affect how long you can play before you start adjusting your posture. A common mistake is buying mainly for brand or looks, then discovering the neck profile or body weight simply doesn't suit your playing style. Second is setup burden. Even good guitars can arrive needing small adjustments to feel their best. Reliability isn't just does it break, it's whether the instrument behaves predictably once it's tuned and dialed in. A common mistake is assuming higher price guarantees perfection, or assuming lower price means it will never play well. What really matters is whether the guitar has solid fundamentals, so a normal setup can bring it into a comfortable range. Third is tone versatility you'll actually use. Most players don't need 10 switching combinations. What usually matters more is having a few reliable tones that are easy to dial in and consistently useful. A common mistake is buying for complex switching options, then spending most of your time on a single pickup position anyway. We looked across a wide range of popular and well-regarded guitars in this category. Many are solid options, but once you factor in tuning stability, setup expectations, and overall ownership experience, a smaller group stands out more consistently. These are the 3 picks that make the most sense for most buyers. If you find this breakdown helpful, feel free to drop a quick like and subscribe for future reviews like this. Our best budget pick is the Fender Squier Debut Stratocaster, which typically lands in the $150 range. This is one of the simplest ways to get a genuine electric guitar experience without paying extra for features you won't benefit from yet. The balance here is straightforward. It tends to be comfortable, beginner-friendly, and it delivers the familiar Strat-style layout at a very accessible price. Comfort plays a big role here. The guitar uses a super comfortable C-shaped neck, a Laurel fingerboard, and a thin, lightweight body, which can make longer practice sessions easier, especially for new players. Tonally, it includes 3 single-coil pickups with 5-way switching, allowing you to move through a range of classic Strat tones without needing anything complicated. It also includes a tremolo bridge with a removable arm, giving players the option to experiment with trem-style effects once they become more comfortable. There's also a practical extra included: access to Fender Play lessons. For beginners building a practice routine, structured guidance can help reduce the initial learning friction. And because the guitar follows Fender's classic Strat template, it tends to feel like a proper instrument rather than a novelty beginner model. The main compromise is that the hardware and electronics are basic. The pickups, pots, switches, and bridge components are designed to keep costs low, and some players eventually choose to upgrade those parts. But the purpose of this pick is simple. It allows you to start learning and playing without turning the first purchase into a large investment. For the price, it delivers a surprisingly complete entry point into electric guitar. Our best overall value pick is the Fender Squier Classic Vibe Telecaster, typically priced in the high $400 range. This earns the default recommendation slot because it tends to land right in the middle of price, performance, and long-term usability. It can work as a step-up instrument from a beginner guitar, but it's also good enough to remain useful for years. Much of that value comes from the underlying design. It's fully designed by Fender and draws inspiration from 1960s-era custom Telecaster models, which helps explain why it feels like a proper Tele-style instrument rather than a compromise. It uses Fender-designed Alnico single-coil pickups, delivering the clear, direct tones people expect from a Telecaster. Details like the vintage tint gloss neck finish and nickel-plated hardware also help capture the traditional look and feel that attracts players to this style. One thing to keep in mind is that this guitar can benefit from a proper setup. Adjustments to relief, action, pickup height, and intonation can make a noticeable difference, and this can vary depending on shipping conditions or climate. The upside is that the underlying construction tends to be solid enough that once dialed in, the instrument becomes easy to live with. That's why it often becomes the default recommendation. It balances cost, performance, and reliability better than going cheaper, while avoiding the jump into much higher price tiers. Our best premium pick is the Yamaha Revstar Standard, which typically sits in the mid-$900 range. What you gain in this higher bracket is a more refined, finished instrument feel. Build quality, hardware details, and overall playability tend to feel more polished compared with entry-level guitars. That refinement shows up in the craftsmanship. Elements like clean binding, smooth neck finishing, and well-polished frets can make the guitar feel noticeably smoother during longer playing sessions. The guitar also uses a chambered body design, which can provide a slightly more responsive feel while still functioning as a solid body electric. Tonally, it's often chosen for its P90 pickup character, producing a rich and balanced sound that can work across multiple styles. Yamaha also incorporates structural features aimed at stability, including neck reinforcement that helps maintain tuning consistency over time. The guitar typically includes a quality gig bag as well, which is a useful addition for players who plan to transport it regularly. The main limitation to keep in mind is weight. Even with the chambered body design, it can still feel fairly heavy compared with some alternatives. For players sensitive to that, it's something worth considering. But for those who want a premium-feeling instrument that's ready for studio work, practice, or live performance, the Revstar Standard offers a refined step up from mid-range guitars. We've included links to each pick in the description with current pricing. Thanks for watching, and hopefully this helped make the decision a little clearer.